Good morning, United students. Hope you're all doing well, and hopefully you're finding some normalcy in your days and learning how to deal with this new routine and normal in our lives. Just so you know, we've been praying for you, and I just hope you're doing really well. This morning I wanted to jump into the book of James. It's my favorite book. So starting in chapter 1, verse 2. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. So I always knew this verse growing up and just thought a lot about like the counting it all joy when you're met with trials part. And so just trying to like know that our joy and our hope comes from the Lord rather than from whatever circumstances we may be in. So whenever we're met with trials, to be able to look to the Lord and count it as joy, and to be able to grow in our love for the Lord through those. But the part that's really stuck out to me recently that I think has new meaning for me in the season we're in right now is verse 3. So, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness, or perseverance is what a lot of translations will say. So that part's just interesting to me because it points out that the reward, if you want to call it that, of us pushing through these times and finding our joy in the Lord, is a character trait, is steadfastness or perseverance. It's not something we think of as a reward very often. If we push through things and have a lot of faith and find our joy in the Lord, you're going to have this better character trait. But when you think about that, that's just really beautiful, because what God wants for us is for us to grow in our likeness of Christ. Christ came to the earth to show us how to live, and left us this perfect example of what living is like. And obviously we know we'll never be able to be perfect, which is what verse 4 goes on to talk about. We will never be perfect and complete because we are not God. We are human, and we are working towards gaining a better understanding of the Lord and continuing to grow in our relationship with Him and continuing to grow. But our goal is to be as Christ-like as possible. And so knowing that being able to push through things and going through trials and having our faith grow, and being able to know that our joy and hope is in the Lord is going to produce this character, this incredible character, this perseverance. And then verse 4, let this steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. We know that's not obviously not meaning lacking in nothing physically. The Bible never really tells us that's what we're going to have. It's like, oh, you're going to have everything you want and need. Like we know that's not what the Bible's telling us, but what it's saying is we're lacking in nothing in character. And again, we'll never be perfect and complete as humans, but that is our desire and our hope, is to continue to grow in the Lord and continue to be as Christ-like as possible. And a way we can do that, especially in this time, is to know that, yes, our faith is being tested, our patience and our lives in general are just being tested, but if we can count it as joy, if we can continue to look to the Lord as our joy and our hope in this season, that's going to produce character and produce more Christ-likeness. And it's just going to be a light in our world. What our world needs right now is a lot of light, because there's a lot of darkness, and a lot of questioning and hurt and confusion. But as the people of God, we know that if we can count it as joy, we can know where our hope comes from, that the world is going to see that, and be able to hold on to that as well. So I hope you guys are just encouraged by knowing that just following the Lord and counting our trials right now as joy, as a way to serve God better, that it's going to produce really good things in us. And so just know I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying for your relationship with the Lord to grow and for you to know Him better and understand Him better, especially in this season of a lot of questioning. And if you need anything, feel free to reach out to any of us leaders. We miss you guys, and we love you, and we hope you have a great week.